I'm here with yet another bundle of news for you today, and I'm going to begin with some rumours surrounding Legend of Zelda, the NX, as well as the 3DS. Now, of course, we just got the confirmation about Pokemon Sun and Moon, but it originally was a rumour which came from a NeoGAF thread. A user posted information obtained from a verified source, basically regarding Nintendo's 3DS and NX plan, and also mentioned what turned out to be Sun and Moon. So basically one thing already mentioned in this thread has already, of course, been confirmed by Nintendo. There were a couple of other interesting things in this person's post that we should maybe pay a little bit more attention to now that Sun and Moon have been confirmed. Now, the first interesting thing is regarding the 3DS, and they're basically saying that the company plans on a price cut for the 3DS this fall in time for the holidays. However, they didn't say whether or not this is a permanent price cut or just some sort of promotion. But the more interesting thing was regarding Legend of Zelda, and according to them and their source, Zelda will be out this holiday 2016 for both NX and the Wii U, and basically said, quote, will either launch day and date with the Wii U version or after the NX holiday launch window. So let's say that Legend of Zelda comes out a month or so on the Wii U before the NX. Basically, if that was, won't come out on the NX then, but when the NX launches, it will come out, basically. And I've said from the beginning that given how Legend of Zelda has had barely anything discussed about it since we learned about it rather, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it a cross-platform title on both the NX and the Wii U. They would be very smart to make Zelda an NX launch title, given how highly anticipated this game is, but also making it available for Wii U owners. However, let's move on to our next piece of news today, and that's regarding Battlefield 5. Now, of course, we already know that this is being worked on. EA have said as much, but we have heard nothing from EA about what it's actually going to be. However, a Swiss retailer is claiming to know the setting. Now, naturally, this is a rumour and has not been confirmed, so please do treat it as such. Now, basically, this is according to a placeholder over on the World of Games website, where Battlefield 5 is listed as a multiplayer tactical shooter, and wait for it, set during World War 1, and has it listed for an October 26th release, my birthday, fun fact, on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Now, of course, we already know that Battlefield 5 is coming out this holiday, and of course EA CFO Blake Jorgensen has said that Battlefield 5 would be a, quote, return to a Battlefield military-style game. Now, it does seem a bit of a strange choice for Battlefield, given that, in World War 1 there was very limited tech, tanks were slow and mainly used as support, and obviously Battlefield is all about combined arms, and there's just not that much of that in World War 1, it's mostly trench warfare. So this may not be in Battlefield 5, but it could be some sort of spin-off like Bad Company or something along those lines. I think even if it's a spin-off or a side thing that's not Battlefield 5, I think most people would be okay with a return to the old school, as things are getting only more gadgety and high-tech in modern military shooters as of late. And our third and final thing for today is regarding Doom, and it's quite the surprise and has my cynicism senses tingling, as it will be having 1080p and 60 FPS on all systems, so PS4, Xbox One, and of course 60 and above on PC. Now, this came straight from the mouth of id Software, who are of course the developer, or more specifically the lead project programmer Billy Kahn, and he posted on the Bethesda blog saying, quote, we want players to wonder how Doom and id Tech 6 games can be so visually stunning at 60 frames per second at 1080p on all platforms, when other titles cannot even achieve a similar look at 30 frames per second. Our goal is to be the best looking game at 1080p at 60 FPS. Now, the PC version, as you've already noticed, is not mentioned by Billy there. Now, it no doubt supports resolutions higher than 1080p, however, the frame rate will remain until release probably a matter of contention, as most id Tech based games do not go higher than 60 by default. Now, Billy also added that the game's engine, again id Tech 6, supports modern graphical technology such as physically based rendering and dynamic lighting, and quote, allows artists to make characters' environments more realistic and stunning than ever before. And they're probably telling the truth, at least to some degree, as their tech team employs a lot of former Crytek developers, many of whom worked on the absolutely stunning CryEngine, which is arguably one of the best engines around for just giving you absolutely stunning graphics. I mean, will it run Crysis is a thing for a reason. So the reason my cynicism senses are tingling, and I'm sure you're thinking the same thing, is this a case of parity, of the graphics being sacrificed for frame rate and resolution? It could be, but it are also known for their advances in technology, and it's entirely possible that they just have some trick up their sleeve to get some stuff out of the PS4 and Xbox One that we just don't know about. Perhaps they're utilising DX12 to some degree, or Vulkan, or whatever in the case of the PS4. It's entirely possible, and it's entirely possible that it's parity, or there could be a third option that I'm not considering because I'm not a games developer. Basically, I'm going to remain cynical until I actually get my hands on the game. It'd be very interesting to see what comes out of technical comparisons between the versions in terms of resolution, frame rate, etc. And that's probably going to be the only way to know exactly how they achieve this, and even then will be educated guesswork, I suppose. But still, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.